Everyone's me again. Just a quick video. I typically do my post-workout thoughts pretty much every time I finish the session. Saturday is today, of course. Started working out on Saturdays as well, trying to do, I think, 4 days a week now, which would be Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. In between it, I do have a rest day. I usually run for the other days where I'm not working out, and then, again, take a day off. Today was interesting. We actually decided to practice some different things and focus on the legs. I know, as you probably heard in my other videos, I want to run a Spartan race. So one of the big things about that is to be prepared for some of the obstacles that are going to happen. One of the biggest obstacles that we actually practiced for today was actually a weighted carry. So we actually walked up a hill with a bucket full of sand to emulate the weight that we actually have to pick up at the race. Another thing we worked on too is we actually did the bear crawl. And at Citizens Bank Park, you actually bear crawl upstairs. So I actually practice on the incline, just getting the rhythm down and getting used to just being down there and crawling my way up an obstacle. Other than that, really, the workout's really just to get the endurance and get that strength. I know Corbin says it's really just about pushing ourselves to get where we need to be or where we want to be in some ways. And that's really what it's about today. And it was tough. I mean, it was cold. It was raining for a little bit, like a light drizzle. I mean, it felt nice, but at the same time, it's not exactly the easiest weather to work out in. But again, I wouldn't have any other way because these challenges, I feel like, really better myself. It's kind of funny looking back on it to see that I'm someone that now wants to wake up early and wants to work out on Saturdays. I used to be so lazy, but now I feel really good about actually doing something on a Saturday. And kind of going forward, I think that's really what it's about, is that I think about my Saturdays now, and I actually want to go out and do things with my weekends, because as someone that used to suffer from anxiety and depression, you would have weekends where you just didn't go anywhere. You'd stay in bed, you didn't want to do anything, you didn't feel good about yourself if you went out, and you didn't feel good about yourself if you stayed in. So to me, it's a really part of the recovery process and the getting better in terms of I've made it to here now, and this is how I feel about this. And it's really a night and day difference because the years to get here was hard. Now that I'm actually doing something more with myself, it really makes me happy in some ways that the struggle and the fight that I continue to do is rewarding myself. So I guess that's really what I'm kind of getting at here in some ways, is that, yeah, life isn't easy sometimes. And sure, you don't have to do something on Saturday, or if you don't want to, don't do something. But I like to do things now on my Saturdays. And even with my weekends now, I go for a walk with my best friend on Sundays, and it's always funny because we have these conversations. She's always talking about different things, and it just kind of reminds me, I used to not want to do things like that. I used to want to be by myself and not even worry about it. But now I've kind of taken my life in my own hands, taken my fitness in my own hands, so now my weekends are consisting of me just doing different things, and I wouldn't have it any other way, because I think that's what this is about at the end of the day, is just really doing what we want, but also trying to do things that continue to keep us happy and keep us healthy. And I will consistently preach that, and I know I sound like a broken record, but that's what it really is about. And really, at this point, I hate to say it, I'm hungry, it's lunchtime, and I'm really excited to get some food in my stomach. So, as always, guys, peace.